Hey, my name is Lauren Faith, and this is Fit to Be Happy. Today, I have a chest and back workout for you, plus some core and some cardio. So we have 3 different rounds, 4 moves in each round, 1 chest, 1 back, 1 core, 1 cardio. And you can use a pair of dumbbells, a band, a mat, or whatever you have around the house, maybe some water jugs, maybe a cat, maybe a dog. Find something that's a little bit heavy that's going to challenge you, and let's go.
So I started off all my strength training workouts with some mobility and stretching. This one, you usually use a PVC pipe at the gym, but a band works. So really exaggerate the shoulder roll, open up the chest and the shoulders. It feels good. This one is hugs. Give yourself a hug since no one else can these days. Open up the chest as you spread out the arms. This is really great to open up the chest and the shoulders. This one is a little Cobra to child's pose. When you do your Cobra, only go up as high as what's comfortable for you, keeping your shoulders away from the ears, keeping the butt squeeze and the abs engaged. Open up the chest, open up the shoulders, the abs, and then a little child's pose to stretch out the back. Last one we'll do is just some lying twists for the low back. I love these just to wake up my lower back, keeping both shoulders on the floor to increase the intensity. You cross the leg over as you stretch. Now let's get in our workout, yeah? All right, superset number 1, we have a single arm chest press. I'm using a dumbbell. You can use a kettlebell. You can use a water jug, a baby, I don't know. Anyways, I like to do this one with my legs extended. Why? Because it really engages your core. It's super hard to keep both hips down on the ground. You're going to want to sway to one side. So having the legs extended, bracing your abs, keeping your back into the floor. It's a really challenging ab exercise as we're doing our chest press. And our chest press, we want to keep the elbows slightly underneath the shoulders. Press up towards the sky, come in slightly, really focus on the muscle that you're working, which is your chest. So both sides, we want to do 10 to 15 reps each side, depending on your weight and depending on what you got. So if it's not challenging you, do more reps. So that's the way that we can kind of keep the muscles working even if you don't have a heavy pair of weights. Just do extra reps until you feel the muscles working. Don't stop if you don't feel it. Come on now. And then our back exercise is going to be a plank row with a pass through. So the main focus is the back, right? But we still want to keep our back flat here, our abs tight. So you want a long, straight back. Shoulders are right over the wrists. When you pull the elbow up, don't just pull it up. Squeeze the muscles of the back. A lot of times I see people doing these and they're just kind of like just pulling the elbow up rather than engaging the muscle. So mind-muscle connection. Get your back on. This one's really cool with a kettlebell too, and then adding that extra little pass through, you'll feel your abs working more. So try that. So for ab exercise, you want to put each loop through so you have a stable base so you can just hold one handle of your band. We're doing a side bend to work the obliques. So I used a weight as well, so that's going to add some intensity. So you can just use a weight, just use a band, combine them both, don't use anything. Focus on the stretch as you go down to the long arm, and then crunch that side oblique with the elbow. So sliding the rib to the hip on the one side. So lengthen and crunch, lengthen and crunch. So we're going to do 15 reps each side of these. And like I said, you can use a band only, you can use a dumbbell only, a water jug, or nothing. You can still feel this one doing nothing. It's all about mind and muscle connection, so focus on the extension, getting that good stretch in the side, and then crunching the rib to the hip on the side, other side. Whatever you got, use it. Sometimes all we need is our own bodies to feel it. as long as you have that mind-muscle connection. So think about what you're doing. Keep your abs really tight because that's what we're working. This is our core movement for this circuit. Next, we're going to do a cardio move. Clap behind the back jacks. Oh, why do I always have a hard time saying that? I'm doing 30 reps. So what I'm doing, I'm trying to clap my hands behind my booty and up to the sky. This is a good stretch for the back and the chest while we're getting the heart rate up. So 30 reps, get the heart rate up. So what you'll do, you'll repeat that same circuit 1 or 2 more times and then move on to this one. This is a chest fly and I'm using the band. And I know that seems really easy, but I'm doing more reps. So you can even do 20, you can do 30, you can do 40. But again, it's about mind and muscle connection. So think about hugging this big old tree or a big bear hug and using your chest to squeeze that tree really, really tight. So try to squeeze a tree. Can you squeeze a tree? Try it on a real tree. That'd be kind of fun, yeah? Maybe I should do that next. But you will feel this one if you focus. That's your chest move. And for back, we're going to do a wide back row. So I'm using the band for both of these. You can use a light pair of dumbbells, heavy pair of dumbbells, whatever you got. Like I said, work with what you got. This one, I'm going to put the band underneath my feet, cross the handles, and bring my elbows high and wide, squeezing in between the shoulder blades. When we bring the elbows up higher and wider, we get to work more of the upper back, and so it makes it a little bit different than keeping the elbows narrow. So I want to switch up what we're working to get the entire back on for this workout. 20 reps of those. And then here's our core move. It's a Superman with a lat pull. I really love these. They're a lot harder than they seem they should be. I'm keeping my feet down for this one, keeping the feet firmly on the floor, extending the arms up. I lift my chest, I lift my head, I lift my shoulders, I squeeze my butt, I brace my abs. And at the top, I'm going to pull my elbows back and squeeze in between the shoulder blades. I want you to think about you are doing a lat pull at the gym. So your hands are up and you're pulling those elbows back, squeezing between the shoulder blades. That's how this movement should feel. And using your own body weight in this position, it feels. So this is good. This is really good to get that same movement without having a machine. You can do 10 to 15 reps of these. Again, really focus on pulling your belly in, keeping your hips down, keeping your feet down, keeping your butt squeezed. You're going to feel all along the backside with this one. All right, so we're going to jump up and do our cardio movement. This one's one of my favorite ones, oblique knees, standing. So we get the abs in and we get the heart rate up at the same time. I'm going to do 20 reps each side. So putting all the weight into one leg as you pull the other knee up and twist the body to bring the opposite elbow towards the knee to really crunch into those obliques. Keeping that stabilizing knee soft and bent. That's how you're going to stay balanced as well. And of course, pull the belly in because we're working the belly. So pull it in. So that's our second circuit. So you'll repeat that 1 to 2 more times. And then we can move on to our last one. So for the chest, we're going to do some side-to-side push-ups. These are pretty straightforward. You can do them on your knees or on your toes. If you're on your toes, you're going to start in the center. Feet are going to stay together the entire time. Step one hand out, go into a push-up, chest to elbow height, keeping your back flat, keeping your abs tight, and then bring the hands together and switch side to side. So you can do the same thing, dropping down to the knees. I should have showed you that, but I guess I was feeling like a really strong, so I want to stay up on my toes. Yeah, but all you got to do is drop down to the knees and do the exact same thing. So I did 8 each side. If you want to, go for more. If not, go for less. All right, so our back movement is a pullover. I really like this one because it kind of feels good at the same time. I feel a nice little stretch through my abs as I pull my arms over my head. Only go as low as I can control my back staying flat into the mat. So my arms are mostly completely straight, and my focus is as I pull over, I'm going to engage my lats. So your lats are that part basically right along your arm and your back. So the part that kind of makes you spread out a little bit wider, which we want even as we're girls, because when we have a wider lats, our stomach's going to look tinier. So focus on that area as you pull across and squeeze it. So a lot of times you don't feel this movement because you're not mind muscle. That's what it's all about. Our ab movement, I'm going to do an ab crunch with a press. So a little extra chest here. So I'm going to crunch, I'm going to press, I'm going to bring the weight down and then release my crunch. So I'm going to stay in my crunch as I press that weight to the ceiling. If you're using the weight like I am, please don't knock yourself in the chin. I'm really shocked that I did not. And it was feeling really heavy, so I did 10 reps. But if you have a lighter weight, go for 15, go for 20. Focus on sliding the ribs, the hips as you crunch. Pulling the belly in and then pressing that weight straight up. So it doesn't go to your knees, it doesn't go over your head, it goes straight up. Cool. So last move, we're going to do some plank twists. 20 times total. So literally trying to bring the opposite knee to touch the elbow. Can you touch it? See how I'm touching it? How cool is that? It's one of those moves in class that my ladies are always trying to touch. So let me see you touch your elbow. Show me, tag me. Let's do it. 20 reps.
Well, I hope you like that. And if you do, don't forget to comment below. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you want to see more of. I'll get some more workouts for you. And don't forget to like. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Let's get through this thing together. Let's still keep our fitness goals and let's keep being happy. See you guys later. Bye.